You know, there are tons of villager breeder designs out there, so why is this one any different? G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. Today I'm going to show you how to build a easy villager breeder that also doubles as a small trading hall. So the way this breeder works, we've got 6 villagers here all sitting in boats, and the boats are sitting on top of a line of glass panes. So whenever they make a baby, the baby just falls straight down and you can collect them in a water stream down below. And it looks like the babies would pop out all over the place, but they don't, they just drop straight down. And over here we've got a dropper, so you would link this up with an automatic carrot or potato farm and just drop the food into the water stream, and the food will run past all the villagers and they'll collect it, and when their inventory's full enough, they'll start making babies. Now you can see all the carrots here are being collected by the first guy, but when his inventory fills up, the carrots will continue down to the next one, until they've all got full inventories, and then any carrots that make it all the way to the end just get collected into this chest at the front, and you can then use the leftover carrots or potatoes to trade with these guys. Obviously you wouldn't use this as your main trading hall, it's pretty small. But what I would do is load this up with farmers, because you've already got your carrots and potatoes coming down to this chest from an automatic farm. You could then build a pumpkin and melon farm and a wheat farm and have all your automatic farms in a central location, and then just trade with the farmers to get lots and lots of emeralds. So it's a really small design and it's pretty easy to build, guys, so we'll crack on with the tutorial. And I probably shouldn't have fed these guys, because now I'm going to have babies running around everywhere. Instant damage too, that's what I'm looking for. Get out of here! Alright, let's just knock out the doors on this so we can do the tutorial in peace. So to begin, place down a double chest, and then into the side of that double chest, place 3 hoppers like so. Now grab yourself some glass panes, and underneath this middle hopper, I want you to place 1 there, and then 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. Now come along to this first hopper, and on the side this time we're going to place 7 cobblestone walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to do the same on the last hopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to place a temporary block on the end of that glass pane. A block on top, delete that one, and a block right there. Then you can grab a bucket of water and place it like so. Now we're going to put our villagers into boats. And you want to be careful here. If you place the boat on a bit of an angle like that one, you're going to have big headaches later on, and you're basically going to have to rebuild the entire farm. So get yourself perfectly straight and make sure that boat is dead straight. So we're going to put our villagers into the water stream. Occasionally the first villager you place will end up on top of that hopper at the back there, but if that happens you can just nudge him into the boat. There we go, he went in nice and easy. We'll put a second one in. There we go, both in the boat. Now grab a cobblestone wall and place it just behind these villagers, and we'll grab a piston, face it toward that cobblestone wall, power it, and then you can break those two, and they're locked into place. Now we're going to do this 2 more times, remembering to keep that boat dead straight. There we go, 2 more villagers in, piece of cobblestone wall behind them, piston, wrong direction, there we go, power it, and they're locked into place. So 1 more to go. There we go, get the boat dead straight. These villagers will go in really quickly, and we'll place a piece of cobblestone wall where our water source block is. That'll get rid of it. Then you can break that block, place the piston there, power it, then you can break the redstone block, the piston, and that block. Now, really important, in this gap right here, place a piece of cobblestone wall, and that'll help direct our food properly so it runs down the side of these villages. Without that extra cobblestone wall, your food's going to get stuck right here. So on top of this last cobblestone wall that we just placed, I want you to place 2 temporary blocks and then 6 glass panes right across the heads of these villages. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you can break those 2. and grab yourself some slime blocks. So you can push these glass panes down one at a time, but it's easier with slime blocks. So I'll place 6 along the top, then grab your piston, place it facing straight down into those slime blocks. You can power it, then break the redstone block, the piston, and break these slime blocks. Now grab your block of choice and come over to the side where our chest is, and we're going to place 6 blocks along the side of the cobblestone wall, and we're going to do the same at the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to be pushing these blocks too, so we're going to use slime blocks again. So place 6 along each side of these blocks and get your pistons ready. You're not going to be able to power these pistons just yet because they're trying to push far too many blocks. We need to break these cobblestone walls first. Now this is important. You want to push the piston at the front first. So the front is where you've got your double chest right here. So come along to these cobblestone walls and carefully break these 6 in front of our blocks. Then you can power your piston. The blocks will be pushed into place and you can break these slime blocks. Now we're going to push the piston at the back, and this should align the villagers to the front of the glass pane. You can see the panes going right through the center of their heads, but we want them to be out at the front so we can trade with them. And this is why we needed the straight boats. If you've got a wobbly boat, you're about to find out right now. So we're going to break these 6 cobblestone wall, then push the piston, break the slime blocks, and you'll see all our villagers are aligned to the front of the glass pane, so they're nice and easy to trade with. But yeah, if you've got a couple at the back of this glass pane, then there's not much you can do. You're going to have to start again. Now we're going to get our water stream going, so you can break the cobblestone wall on each side right here. We don't need them anymore. And place a glass pane on top of this one that we've left in the center. And then just for looks, you can place another one on this end, just so everything's a little bit more symmetrical. Now grab a block, place it there, and another one there, and you should have 8 blocks here, and this is where our water's going to flow. Now I want you to place 3 temporary blocks, like so. Break those 2, and grab a dropper, place it facing straight down, and you can break that block there, and this will supply the food to our water stream. Now we're just going to build a wall around this so our water doesn't go everywhere. So to begin, place a block on the end of that glass pane, 2 more like so, then temporary block, block there, delete that one, temporary block, block on top, delete that one, and we'll bring this all the way down. So you can place a hopper into the top of this dropper, and this will connect to your automatic carrot or potato farm that will supply the food for our villagers. And we'll just rig up some redstone here. So I want you to place 2 blocks right there, and then 1, 2, 3 across here, then block there, and you can delete that one. Then grab yourself a comparator, place it here, coming from the dropper into that block, then a repeater, like so, then swing around, and a repeater into that dropper, and then redstone dust on these 3 blocks. So our water stream's ready to go, so you can place your water source underneath that dropper. Now any carrots that go into the dropper will be dispensed into the water stream, and this guy at the front's collecting them all at the moment, but when his inventory fills up, the carrots will continue all the way down to the other guys. Now you can see some carrots on the ground down there. They will throw the food around a little bit, and sometimes the food will spill out the side, but once they've all got full inventories, they're not going to be throwing the carrots at each other because none of them are going to be hungry. So just for looks now, you can place a block on each side like so, and we've got a nice little trading setup. So the last thing to do for our villager breeder is to make the village. So come along to this block here, and I want you to place 7 blocks on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can leave that top one and break those there. Now on the side of this block, I want you to place 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then come along to the center block, place temporary block, block on top, delete that one. Then we can place 3 doors on each side. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And the village now is just missing one villager up here who will think that he's the only guy in the village. So place a couple of blocks here, we'll make a space for him. And you could box him in, but I'm going to put him in a boat so he doesn't go anywhere. Come on, boat. There we go. Now I like this layout of the doors because you can build this underground really easily. So if you want this guy to be underground, just where you've got this block here, just replace that with glass blocks all the way to the surface so all these doors will have sky access. So that's our villager breeder / trading hall complete. But there's one last thing. If you want to get a little bit fancy, you're going to need an automatic farm to be supplying the food for these villagers. So there'll be a box appear on the screen in a moment. What you can do is you can click that and that'll send you to a tutorial I have for an automatic carrot or potato farm. And what you can do is you can build it up here at this level and place doors around the outside of the farm. So this guy here, rather than sit here doing nothing, he can be supplying the food for your breeder while being the guy in the village. So leave a like, guys, if this video helped you out, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So cheers, I'm Cortezerino, see you later.